Episode 1, Scene 3, Take 2.
Episode 1, Scene 2, Take 2.
Episode 1, Scene 1, Take 1.
Sorry.
Jerry, you're here today to speak with us with regards to the Singapore Art Book Fair.
So since you guys participated every year, right, you always have like front row seats to the development of the 10 editions of the fair.
Maybe if you could both share your earliest memory of the Singapore Art Book Fair.
I came for the first edition. I was a student visiting my teachers at the time. Robert Zhao and HOKO had a table side by side.
I think all these 40-plus-year-old people will kind of think about the past.
I think my first one was actually at the first edition, which was here at Gilman Barracks, and it was in our later studios, which then were not yet our studios, so they were kind of like in between, and there were some in-between activities, including the first Singapore Art Book Fair.
Everybody don't have any expectation from the exhibitors to
At least
the
we
visitors.
don't have
I think everybody just fumbling around. It's nice, right? So nobody knows what's going on. I'm sure a good majority of people never been to art book fair before.
You were there at the very beginning. How did this all begin?
We got to experience Tokyo Art Book Fair and saw that hey, there's really a niche here for artists to properly present themselves, showcase their work to the world. And we thought that's something we could bring back to Singapore. We were given a chance to take over Gilman Barracks, like this corner of Gilman Barracks where we are at now.
I think Renhui and myself, we're always like super busy with like a lot of things that's always happening. I don't even know if it was a month before the fair. It might have been like 2 weeks or something. Basically, put all our resources, our teams, everybody together, I think in a 1 or 2 week period, rented the table, well, we didn't rent the tables, fixed the tables, fixed the venues. We didn't actually even have a plan, like a table plan of how we're going to put the various exhibitors.
Smallest things like how many trash bin we should get, you know, so people don't start littering. The furniture situation where Steph probably have mentioned.
Tell me about the tables.
Think of it this way, it's like you have a puzzle and they don't all match. And when you match them together, when it's wrong, they don't come off easily. I think we spent at least like 1 or 2 days trying to put the tables together. This is just set up, then after that we have to remove everything.
On the first day, I think it was pouring. So everyone was just stuck in the first room.
I remember we just ran to the office and we're like, hey, anybody got umbrellas? Just give me all your spare umbrellas. We're just gonna like help ferry people across the rooms.
Throughout the whole journey, our biggest worry was that no one would come. And then came the opening night. We had our guest Janice Koh giving her opening speech. We had music performances and the hall was just filled to the brim. People really came, people showed support. And we thought, wow, this is a nice feeling. We had something good and we knew we did something right. Yeah.
I was very amazed, and I asked actually Renhui, I said, can we continue this? Can we continue this here at Gilman Barracks? I think it's very important.
And then that time we only got one book.
So that was your first HOKO?
Yes, that first HOKO.
So the first science of
Science
secondary?
of secondary, yeah.
It's the apple.
The apple.
Only had apple in like some chapbooks. The old chapbooks.
What do you think has changed in the evolution of the Singapore Art Book Fair? Even just like the fair or like the scene around the fair?
The more invisible things that are going on that are slow, like a seed that is growing, is that the youths, I think, are making more books. I'm the spokesperson for youth. Maybe more interestingly, what's the same about the fair, I think like the energy is always there, and there's a kind of ground up spirit to it.
Every year, like, got different people that never seen our things before. Right?
Yeah, I think that's the nice part.
Yeah,
Always there are people who don't know your work. Then you feel a bit more energized by them also.
the exhibition hall had come to mean so much, not just to CCA, but I think to the community, and the idea that it wasn't just a space for sort of exhibitions for passively viewing art, but it was a place to sort of dialogue with people, with art, with people who are coming from a very different place.
We want to keep the fair with us, and so we upgraded and renewed the aircon system just to shut down.
Yeah.
So that was a bit
Talk about capacity
bittersweet.
I mean, y'all went for the first time. You said you didn't sell many books, but you just kept going every year. So why?
Fun lah. Homeground lah, like we say already.
Why fun? Is it because y'all exhibit at the same booth every time? Like just you, Robert?
No, but we didn't ask for like Robert next to us. You did, man? You did,
Because we can share resources.
Yes.
Resources very tight.
Yes. So we take care of each other's booth, when they go booth.
Snacks.
Yeah, snacks, drinks.
Drinks.
Not even y'all take care of your booth, it's you don't take care of your booth.
Yeah, as well. Yes.
If right now I can go into a shop that has all the books in the art book fair, then yeah, I don't need to do this. But there just isn't any kind of this bookshop around in Singapore, right? Also, the display, right? You visit each booth as a space exhibition of its own. This artist, this shop, this publisher. But in a shop, you are visiting the shop. They don't have the real estate to display all their books like a fair. So the way you encounter the books are also very different.
Singapore is very difficult to get books. There are not many bookstores who carry such books. Today it looks even more sad. So this is also a moment where the community comes together because they know they can have access and can get books from all over. And what I also like very much is the books sell. There is a community, people walk out with books in their hands, and the publishers, small publishers, maybe make a big sale and introduce themselves to the world. So the book fair for me was not always just like a fair, it was a connector.
Everybody who puts their thoughts into paper or like their drawings or their art or whatever it is must have went through a lot of self-doubt, a lot of like thinking, a lot of process of even making it happen. So if you find something that appeals to you, I think that's really like finding a connection with someone almost. Picking out an art book that speaks to you or even a book is very precious.
There's this very personal feeling like someone made this book and there are not many copies in the world and you are having one of that. So I still feel that way when I receive books.
For me, it became a very precious recurring event, and I always urged Renhui never to give up because it's not easy. It's a very small team, it's a very small budget. The fair is fairly affordable so that really small presses can attend. So it's really labor of love.
Is there anything that you want to say? Last thing you want to say? It's okay.
All the best this year!
Our own milestone, we also don't care.
Yeah, lor. We don't care about milestones one.
Yeah, you ask Robert.
Yeah, Robert, what's a
We
milestone?
are not milestone people.
I think
You
it's
what stone
when they
now?
charge $50 per ticket. Wow, I think
Yes.
That's the milestone.